Hi guys, Victoria here. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm bringing you the second episode of the Minimalism challenge where I declutter one item on day 1, 2 items on day 2, 3 on day 3 and so on until day 30. In the previous episode you could see what I decluttered between day 1 and day 15, and today we are going to continue from day 16 until the last day, the day 30. At the beginning of this challenge I was not 100% sure that I will be able to actually complete this challenge and declutter 465 items overall throughout the 30 days. But by the end of this video you will see that I actually succeeded with finding enough items for each day to declutter from my apartment where I live since a little bit less than 3 years now. It was actually quite shocking that I could find this many items because I am actually decluttering and organizing a lot, and I'm not buying a lot of new things. Like, there are not so many new things moving in with me that I purchase. What does move in sometimes is that I bring stuff from back home in Hungary where my parents live and where I grew up, and there I still have a lot of things from my childhood and from my past. But other than that, my purchases are not very extreme, I would say. In fact, I'm doing a no-buy/low buy year this year in 2022. So this year I even purchased less things than in a normal year I would probably, I think. This challenge was in an attempt to simplify my life even further, to make my environment more comfortable, less anxiety inducing, to have less things that I need to take care of, that I need to organize, that I need to keep in order, to make it easier to clean up, because it's a continuous, constant struggle to organize and clear my apartment. Then I live in it and then everything gets messed up again, and then I clean again and then it gets messed up again. So if I have less stuff, then I have less things to worry about and less items to put away and put back into their place and take care of. So I'm hoping that ultimately this decluttering will help me to clear my headspace, lower my anxiety level, to help me to keep my space cleaner and organized in general, because I spend 90% of my time here. Sometimes, like, there are some weeks when between Monday and Friday I don't really leave the apartment other than going to the supermarket. So I need to have a nice environment where I like to be. So that's why I did this challenge, and that's why I pushed myself to really go through everything: my wardrobe, my documents, my books, every little storage box and container that I have in this apartment. I reviewed what I am storing in them, especially with the storage boxes. What happens is that you keep putting things inside, but you never check what is inside. There are always some surprises as well that I also found in some cases, like, why do I have these things still? Before boring you further with my reasons and experiences with this declutter, let's see what I got rid of during the days of 16 through 30 in this minimalism challenge. Before starting with day 16, I went through the 2 boxes with the African animal prints on them, and just all the items, all the postcards and wrapping material and random stuff that I had in those boxes, and I really decluttered everything that I don't see myself using anytime, since I was holding on to these for a long time already. On day 16 I'm decluttering 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This is 3 envelopes, so that's 12, and 4 of these papers, that's 16. On day 17 I went through my toolbox, and mostly that cardboard box which had all these small leftover items from building furniture, and I kind of decluttered half of the items, or maybe a little bit less than half. I was just a little bit afraid to declutter anything that I might need, so I was a bit more cautious. On day 17 we have 17 of these little tools and nails, furniture building equipment. All of these I have duplicates of, or these nails are just not in a very good shape, as you can see, so that's why I still have a lot of these. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 and 17 items. Then I was putting together a memory box, and I went through all the postcards and photographs and any other memorabilia that I had stored away. I reviewed everything to make sure to not get rid of anything that is close to my heart and just took out anything that I don't really care about or I don't need. On day 18, we have one big ticket item, this food mixer, which is super loud. I used it since I live here twice, maybe 3 times, and somehow I still managed to break this button off of it. So I am selling it, and whoever is going to buy it can fix it if they want. So that's 1, 2, this is a frame, 3, 4, then I have some random photos. I have a duplicate of this one, so 5, 6, some postcards, 7, this is a photo holder, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. This was my notebook at my last job. And then 2 more, 1 coupon, 17, and this information booklet, 18. On day 19, I have 19 magazines. Can you see it like this? In 2020, I had a subscription to Carpe Diem, and throughout 2020-2021, I was receiving the Active Beauty, but I unsubscribed from it last year, so since a year I'm not receiving them anymore because they are just clutter. I mean, there are some interesting articles in both of these, especially in Carpe Diem. This was a subscription that I received for free with my house insurance, but I read them once. Some of them I went through again before now, decluttering them, but I am ready to part with them. So this is 19 items. Let's try to count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, you can see 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, and the woman magazine, that's 19. I have gone through my magazine and newspaper collection. I keep receiving free stuff and they just pile up. But now I went through some of them and I decluttered, if I counted correctly, 19 items here. So let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Oh, it's 20. 20 items. So this counts for day 20. On day 21, I have this bag that I haven't used in 2 years and it's kind of starting to fall apart. Then I have some other mishmash of things. I have an old toothbrush, that's 2, an empty concealer, that's 3, 4, 5, 6, and then some newspapers and magazines, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. And since I couldn't find more items, I have 6 of these gummy things, which I have a lot of because I always keep the ones on the spring onions. Each bunch of spring onion comes with 2 of these, so now I have already a lot. So I had 15 items here, and this is 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, and 21. On day 22, I'm decluttering these why can I never say DIY properly? It's very difficult for me. Anyway, so a couple of years back when I lived in Denmark, I had a wall with photos. Like I had a string hanging on the wall with photos that I was attaching the photos with these, and I DIY'd that so that I put some masking tape on them so that they are colorful, but I am too old for this now, so I am decluttering these clothes hanging clips, whatever they are called. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, and 22 pieces. On day 23, I have a mishmash of random things here. So let's count if we have 23. If I counted correctly before, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, this is expired, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, and this cork board is 23. Then I went through all my cosmetics, hygiene articles, everything from my bathroom. Basically, I decluttered my bathroom cabinets, and I had surprisingly a lot of things to declutter from there. So here I'm just going through and you will see the results of this declutter, and then we will count. Alright guys, I have calculated this already 3 times. Every time I mess it up. So let's do it for the final time, and this time it should be 49 items. Let's do it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, and the final one, 49 items. So today we have decluttered day 24 and day 25. They are all in this box. And this is how my bathroom cabinets look like after the declutter. Everything is organized and I'm trying to go through a few more things, finishing them up. Then I went through the box with all my electronic equipment, chargers, old phones, USB sticks, stuff like that, and decluttered those, as well as the paper and plastic bag collection that I had. On day 26 I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 bags, paper and plastic bags. Then I have 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26 items. I also decluttered my filing cabinet and all my documents and papers, especially the documents that I had related to my unemployment. I could get rid of finally, since I have my new business now, and some other things that I could find in this little cabinet. On day 27, I have a tablet and its cover, so that's 2, a whole set of pencils, that's 3, this is 4, this is a mouse which goes with my keyboard, but the mouse doesn't really work very well and it's just annoying, and you know that feeling when you click and it doesn't click, and when you scroll but then it scrolls the other way around, or it doesn't scroll at all, or whatever, so it doesn't work. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, and then I have a lot of like papers so that's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Then I have 4 letters which came for the old tenant in this apartment who moved out almost 3 years ago from here, and I contacted them a few times if they want these letters, but nothing, so I guess they don't, and they don't seem to be very important letters. They are upside down so that you can see the address or their name. So that was 10. This is 11, 12, 13, 14, then documents 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 and 20, 21, 22, these are all my documents and information brochures from when I was unemployed. 23, 24, 25. This is my old German book. This is 26 and 27. This envelope. Day 27. I also decluttered my wardrobe, and there is a whole marathon wardrobe declutter video on my channel that you can watch to see how I went through all the items, all my clothes and shoes and bags and everything. This is just a little teaser for you, and you can click on the link in the description to watch the full declutter. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. 28 clothing items decluttered from my wardrobe. On day 29, we have a mishmash of random things here. We have 2 clothing items. These were 2 which were in the maybe pile, but now they are decluttered. 2 jewelry, 2 earrings, so that's 4. Then 5 and 6, 7, 8, 9. These are 3 cosmetic samples. So that was 9, and then 10, 11, which is a bike light, which actually works. But I can't put it on my bike because I don't have the part in which it slides in. I found it on the street once, and I didn't have a lamp at that time, so I thought I was gonna use it, but it didn't work out. So that was 11. 12, I just finished it this morning. It's an essential oil. That was 12, 13, 14. And then I have a bunch of coupons, which are either expired or coupons that I don't want. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So that was 15 and that was 14. So overall 29 items. I have 30 pieces of drawing pins for day 30. You want me to count them? All right, let's do it. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. Voila! So there you go. I decluttered overall 465 items during this challenge from my apartment. Of course, as I mentioned in my previous video, I'm trying to get rid of everything in as sustainable manner as possible. So there are a few things that I am trying to sell, a few things I already sold. And then I'm donating things, I'm bringing them to a recycling facility. Only the last resort is to actually trash something in the bin. Thank you for joining me in this declutter. I hope it inspired you to maybe declutter one part of your apartment or to even do this challenge. If you have a lot of things to declutter, you can even add day 31 or continue as long as you can still find enough items for the day. I still need to bring some of the stuff to their respective locations. The things that I'm donating, I'm bringing them to Carla, which is Caritas's second-hand store where they try to resell things. Then if there is an electronic equipment, for example, that doesn't work anymore, like my camera, that I'm going to bring to a collection place where they collect electronic equipment. Kitchen utensils, the pans and the pots, I can bring to the Mistplatz, they call it here in Vienna. It's also a facility where they collect all kinds of random things, like things that you don't use anymore in your house or apartment, and they recycle them correctly. They also resell some of the things that they can save that are still sellable. Then the phones, the old phones, well, with iPhone, if you want to purchase a new iPhone, you can actually give back your old phone and they will count it in, so they will give you a discount of a few hundreds of euros in case the old phone that you're handing back is still functioning. One of my phones are actually, the main button is broken. So that one they would not give any discount for, so I can actually give it back every end of the year. In Austria they are collecting phones for good cause. Basically you just have to put your old phone inside, make sure to delete all the data on the phone, and then you can just bring it to the post office. And what they do with it is those which are still functioning, they will be still used. They will be given to families in need, for example, and those which are not functioning, they will be recycled in a correct manner. What you cannot put in to this box are broken phones where, like the screen is completely broken, for example. Mine are not broken, so I can send it to them. And this project is powered by ORF, which is the Austrian National TV, Caritas, the Post and TV Media, and Hit Radio, Ö3. And every year they do this. So at least in the last 3 years when I lived here, I received this. Every household gets one. But if you are a company, for example, you can actually request a pickup for company phones which are already not in use anymore and they are just being stored away in an office or something. Yeah, so that's about the phones. And yeah, basically I'm trying to find a way to ethically and sustainably get rid of the things. If you're interested in learning how does it work in Vienna, what things can be brought where, what can you do with different types of things, different types of items from your apartment that you don't need anymore, because there is even a list online. There is an ABC which lists a lot of different items, including, for example, from food to paint or building material or car parts or electronic equipment. It lists the items and then it tells you where you have to bring it when you don't need it anymore. So you can bring it to a collection point. There are also some mobile collection points for smaller items like laptops, phones, tablets, and cables and chargers. Every 2-3 months, close to your area, so they move around within the city, and there is a schedule for it, when they can be found where. And in my neighborhood there are a few points, a few locations where they come and then they stay there for a few hours, and then you can check the schedule when they are there, and then you can bring your small equipment there. So for example, my broken epilator that broke earlier this year, I brought to one of these mobile collection points. If it's a furniture item, you can also bring it to a collection point. For me that would be difficult because I don't have a car but I also don't have any furniture that I decluttered. But really, for anything, there is a way to get rid of it in an ethical, in the right way, and not just throwing it in the trash or leaving it outside somewhere on the street and maybe someone will pick it up, maybe not. In a few cases you can do that. It happened also in my apartment building, that next to the trash cans they left, for example, I saw already plants that were left there, pots and pans and kitchenware, even books. Once I left a gym ball down there, they were all picked up. Like a few days later they were not there anymore. So either someone from the apartment building picked it up because they wanted it, or they took it with the trash, I'm not sure. Once I left some glass jars, empty glass jars down there for 2 days, but no one picked them up. So at the end, eventually I just recycled them. But at least, I gave the opportunity. If anyone needed it, they could have taken it. If you are interested to learn more details about how to correctly recycle or get rid of items here in Vienna, Austria, then maybe I can make a video of that. Let me know in the comments down below. Thank you for tagging along. I hope you enjoyed this decluttering series. With this decluttering challenge, with this minimalism challenge, I'm closing the decluttering series of 2022. I finished decluttering my apartment for this year. I really feel like I don't have anything else to declutter at this point. New types of videos are going to emerge on my channel. I'm still planning on what kind of videos to make, but if you have any ideas or if there are things that you would like to see, please also let me know in the comments down below so that I can consider it and make those types of videos that you like to watch. Alright, that's it for today. Thank you once again for tagging along. I hope to see you at my next video, and please subscribe to my channel and hit the bell button to be notified when I upload. Thank you and goodbye.